that I have for you guys out here on the playground is safety. It is my job and it is your job to make sure that everybody is safe out here and that we watch out for each other. Which brings me to our first kind of rule to talk about is the wood chips. The wood chips stay on the ground. We're not going to pick them up and throw them at anybody because I do not want anybody to get hurt or get anything in their eye. When we are on the climbing wall, it's so much fun to climb up there and sit. You can sit, but I do ask that you do not jump off the top because you can land on somebody and hurt somebody, or you can hurt yourself. And when climbing down, make sure that you watch where you're putting your feet because there's people climbing up and their fingers might be on the little pegs, and I don't want you to step on their fingers. Which also brings me to the swings. Miss Maya, how many people can be on a swing? One person. And I know you guys like to swing high, but once again, I'm not going to let you guys, and it's going to be a rule here at school that you cannot jump off. Because lots of times in the morning when we're out here with everybody, the little kids are not going to be watching and they're going to be running in front of you. And I would not want you to jump off and hurt them or hurt yourself. On our new equipment we have up there, the round climb over there, you guys can sit up on the top or slide down the sides, but no jumping off the top. And then we have the swing bridge down there that in the winter sometimes it does get icy, so you need to be careful. We still bring out sand toys. If you still want to play in the sandbox, the sand has to stay in the sandbox. Make sure you empty out your shoes at the end of recess. And make sure when you're digging, you're not throwing sand over your shoulder because it could be landing on somebody and they're not going to want sand on their head or in their mouth. Cody, you have a question?
I have two things.
Okay.
The two beginning things that you said.
Yep.
One time I was actually climbing the thing, I jumped over and hit someone.
Yep.
We both got hurt.
Yep.
And I think both of us went to the medical.
Okay.
And the second thing was that when I was at my babysitter's house in Williston,
Yep.
well, a little bit outside Williston, and I was playing with one of my friend's collar, but I don't remember him, but I do remember his name. And so I found a stick in the woods behind Julie's house while we were having playtime, and I poked him in the eye with a stick.
Oh, and that's not what we
Yes,
don't.
and he had to have like eye surgery.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to get hurt out here. When you were out here in the wintertime, you need to have all 5 things on to be out here to play in the snow. And maybe this year we'll have a big snow pile. Paige, what are the 5 things you need to have on to come out and play out in the snow?
Snow pants, boots, hat, coat, and gloves.
Gloves. Boots, snow pants, coat, hat, and gloves. Also, we will have the cones out on the corner to mark the territory or where the boundaries are here at the end of the playground. The gate will be closed down here. If by chance something were to roll outside those, come and find an aide and we will get the ball back. Same with anybody gets hurt. You can find one of us aides out here because we carry a first aid bag, or we will help you get into the office. If you need to use the bathroom, you're going to have to come find us so we can open the door. Miss Corslin wanted me to talk to you about write-ups. Last year we had a lot of write-ups out here on the playground because people were not following the rules. What happens this year if you get a write-up, one goes home to your mom and dad, one goes to the office, one goes to your teacher, and one stays with Miss Corslin. And that stays in your file. And what's going to happen is when you're in 7th grade, they'll look back and they'll say, oh, look at this. Brody had 6 write-ups out on the playground. Those stay with you until you are a senior here. You do not want any write-ups. That's your goal, because our goal is for everybody to be safe out here and have a great time. I'd love to give tickets out to reward kids who are doing a great time. So one of the things is when you hear that whistle blow, it is your responsibility to get up to the door and get in line. But if you are playing with anything, you need to be responsible and put it back. That means back on the cart. Also, you guys are in 5th grade. You guys are the role models this year. Meaning that if you guys aren't following the rules, do you think our little people are going to follow the rules? Probably not. So it's your job to be good role models, so that when they see you in the hall, that you guys should be walking at a 1. When you're out here on the playground, that you're showing them the rules. We have the buddy bench out here. If I didn't say